Hi guys, my name is Mario Obo. Today I want to really address something that's very important. Um, I didn't want to, I didn't want to talk about it because I just didn't want to pay attention, but it's becoming very, very serious now, and I want to really speak to my followers out there to please stop abusing one another on my page. It doesn't look good. Everybody has a right to their own opinions. You see, when words come out like that, many people receive it differently. Many people take it because words spark different emotions in people. You can tell someone hello, and they will tell you that the way you said the hello, was not in the right way. So he can pick offense from just a mere greeting. So everyone has a right to their own opinion. Today I want to talk about a very, very important subject. I want to talk to people who are fighting unseen battles. You do not understand why things are happening in your life the way they are happening. You don't understand why people hate you for no reason. You don't understand why it seems like your life is all about battles upon battles upon battles. And today I want to talk about jealousy and envy. See, what many people don't understand is that they think that jealousy and envy is only synonymous to women. No. Jealousy and envy affects all genders. But in the context of this speech today, I'm going to be treating jealousy and envy as though they're the same, but they're not the same thing. In definition, envy is a feeling of resentment, a feeling of hatred that a person has towards another person because of the blessing or the goodness that person has. And that person wants what that person has by all means necessary, even though it may cost that person their very life. But jealousy is you feel like what you have, you're going to lose it to someone else. So for instance, if I see my girl and the guy talking, I may feel that that guy wants to take that girl away from me. So that is jealousy. Now, everybody in this world has that envy and jealousy in them. Even God, Osanoba Nogudua, said it, that I am a jealous God. But you see, some of us know how to fight off that spirit, fight off that emotion, drive it off. But some other people allow the spirit to brood in them. You see, recently I have been asking myself, like, what kind of lives did our ancestors live? That they have wisdom for everything. They have wisdom for marriage. They have wisdom for friendship. They have wisdom for wealth. What kind of lives did they live? You see, I want to share a story that happened in the kingdom of Igodomigodo, currently Edo State, Benin City. Now, this story happened in the 12th century AD, where the story of a king. By those days, the kings are called Ogisos. So there was a king called Ogiso Owodo. He had multiple wives, a lot of wives, but he had only one son, Prince Ekaladira. Despite his many, many ways of trying out to have more children, he was not successful. So he sent his first wife, Esago, and 3 male messengers to go to the oracle to find out from the gods why his other wives were barren. When they got to the oracle, the native doctor fingered Esago out. He said to her that she was the one that was responsible for the barrenness of his other wives, that she had to be killed before the womb of these other women would be open. But on their way back from the oracle, Esago told the 3 messengers, the 3 male messengers, that if they dare tell the king the truth of what this oracle has just said, that she would tell the king, she would tell the Ogiso, that on their way back from the shrine, that 3 of them had sex with her. Now, if that thing had come out with the king, that carried on its own death penalty. That you will sleep with the wife of a king, you would die for it. So out of fear, the 3 male messengers now asked Esago, what are we going to tell the king that the oracle said? She said, tell the king, they connived together to tell the king that the oracle said it was that his son, Ekaladira, that was responsible for the barrenness of the other wives of the Ogiso. That the oracle said that he had to be killed, the son had to be killed before the womb of the other women would be open. And so when they brought it to the king, he was very angry. Ogiso could not kill his only son, but rather he banished him and his mother to the outskirts of Igodomigodo, to a town called Ugoton. Jealousy and envy. So all the while that the prince was running in the palace, telling greeting the mother, she was very, very envious that she was not the one that bore the heir to the throne. She was not the one that bore the son that would sit on the throne after the Ogiso was dead. Jealousy and envy. You see, one thing that you need to know about jealousy and envy is that it is a very secretive spirit. It is a very violent spirit. It is the most aggressive spirit in the world. But because it's very, very secretive, it fights you in the secret. If someone is envious of you, you will never ever know, because that person will be fighting you secretly. This message may be a long video, but it may be the most important message of your life, so that you will not go and drink poison, or so that your life will not be cut short, so that you will know the reason why you are facing most of the battles you are facing. It is jealousy and envy. You know what is so sad? Most of these girls out there, most of you ladies out there, married women out there, who go about opening your mouth to tell your friends about your marital problems, what most of you don't realize is that the people that you are telling your problems to, they are envious of you. You cannot understand why every time you're having problems with your husband, it's because the thing that you tell them, they go and tell your husband behind your back, so that when he comes home, after he has finished sleeping with them, after he comes home, he hates you even more. It is jealousy and envy. In your place of work, you cannot understand why people don't like you. When they see you, they throw their face away. They ignore you. It is because somebody in that job is envious and jealous of you, and they want that place, they want that position that you have. They can even be above you, but they want to have the thing that you have. So what they do is that they fight you in the secrets. It is jealousy and envy. There are people who are walking in the face of the earth today. They are seeing, they're your neighbors, they're walking around. They are carrying with them the blessings of God. There are people today that are praying to God every day. God bless me, favor me. Osanoba, favor me. Osanoba, be with me. But what they don't understand is that those people that carry the favor of God, and those people that are praying for the favor of God, what they don't understand is that they are also praying for God to expose them to the spirits of jealousy and envy. A very, very violent spirit. Very, very aggressive spirit. And it fights you in the secrets. If a person that's envious of you ever comes to your face to fight you, the fight is quick and concise. They will kill you straight away. That's it. That's what envious people do. Why? Because envy carries death with it. Once you see someone that is envious of you, death is beside that person. You know David in the Bible, right? The Bible says that Saul eyed David, envious of David, to the point that Saul became sick. Jealousy and envy. So, how do you know when someone is jealous of you? Should I tell you the truth? Let me tell you the reason why no human being in this world can ever judge and question God. Is because when you are with someone who is envious of you, your spirit will tell you. When that person is around you, you begin to sniff a very bad spirit around that person. But some of us don't pay attention. You're around someone, you know that this person does not like you. Your spirit is telling you that this person, be careful of this person. But most of us do not pay attention. Another thing that exposes envious people is what they call a good news or a good deed. Hey, I've gotten my visa, I'm going to America. Hey, I've gotten my permanent residency. Hey, I've gotten my citizenship. That thing stays in people. It triggers it. It triggers the spirit of jealousy and envy. Good news stirs it up. That is why a wise man keeps his good news to himself until the news is in your hand. Jealousy and envy. Let me tell you, my people, for those of us who have the spirit of envy and jealousy, let me tell you something. You can never set sail on someone else's star. Who God has blessed, you can never ever curse. Despite the fact that you are all the things that you think that you are doing against that person is not going to go anywhere. Right? You are the one with the spirit, and that spirit will destroy you. It's like a time bomb ticking inside you. And for those of you who are listening, who hates people because of what you've heard about them, you have never met them, you've never dealt with them, but because of what you have heard about them, you hate them. My dear, my brother, sister, you are foolish. You know why? You could be missing on a great friend. You could be missing on a great companion. You could be missing on someone who will help you in the future, because we are all interconnected one way or the other. So you got to be wise with yourself. If anybody has not done you any wrong, do not hate that person based on what you have heard about that person. You do not know. So for those of us who are candidates of envy, what do? The thing you have to do when you have noticed that someone is envious of you is to isolate yourself. Is to run away from that relationship. Why? Because envy carries death with it. When someone hates you or someone is envious of you, death is beside that person. And that person will not stop until they kill you. So once you notice that someone is envious of you, isolate yourself from them. Don't tell them your good news anymore. Don't tell them your problems either. When you go to their house, they offer you a glass of water to drink. Don't drink it anymore. Stay away from them. Why? Because I want us to say that the monkey that wants to see the hunter clearly will take bullets in his eyes. If you are waiting to catch them in your red hand, you will take bullets in your eyes. Why? Because envy and jealousy has death along with it. Osanobwa, there's a reason why our ancestors call you Ofuwe Kennedy, the great physician. Heal all my people who are victims of envy and jealousy. Obonosobo, Okakaledo, mightier than stone. Anybody that stands on our path to stop us because of jealousy and envy, Osanuba, crush them to powder so that they can know that you are Osanuba no Godua, the supreme deity of timelessness, of justice, and of truth. And it is you that has all the power. Be with my people. I pray, I share. My name is Mary Obu. God bless Africa. One love.